25 years of Pokemon, 25 years of memories. What's going on, my gamers? Welcome back to Goshen's Games, and we're going to talk about my experiences with Pokemon because 25 years is a long time. But before I do that, don't forget about my monthly giveaways for a year membership of PlayStation Plus. I know that we're talking about Pokemon, but I'm doing a giveaway for PlayStation Plus. So make sure you guys are leaving a comment with your memories for Pokemon. And we're going to talk about the movies. So make sure you guys are hitting that sub button, subscribe, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new. When Mewtwo Strikes Back came out, I saw the movie and I laughed. Okay. It's like I was big into the Pokemon anime at the time. I used to watch it every morning before school. It would come on a channel. If you guys are from Miami, you know the channel. It's called UPN 33. Every morning before school, because I was in middle school at the time, every morning they would show Pokemon. And everybody in my school who was into Pokemon at that time knew the theme song for Pokemon. So the minute that theme song would come on in the morning, you'd be all excited. You sit down with a bowl of cereal, eat your cereal, and watch Pokemon. And it's so funny because at the time, it kept repeating the same episodes over and over again. It ended on the episode where Charmander evolved into Charmeleon during the Executor attack. And after that, it would just start over because we didn't have any more new episodes at the time. And it wasn't until the new episodes started coming out that the movies came out. So we had it was a shift in networks. It went from UPN 33 to then Kids or Fox Kids. It was Fox Kids at the time still. It wasn't Kids WB yet. Maybe it was. You know what? I don't remember. It might have been Kids WB. But anyways, there was a shift over. Kids WB took over Pokemon syndication. And the movies came out. Mewtwo Strikes Back came out. And I remember watching the movie. And I remember being in the theater and people were crying and I was laughing. Spoilers if you have not seen Mewtwo Strikes Back. At the end of Mewtwo Strikes Back, Ash gets turned into stone as he jumps into the middle of Mewtwo and Mew's energy beams or whatever you want to call it. Psy waves or psychic blasts, whatever. They don't really specifically name the attack. Maybe they do, and I wasn't paying attention. Regardless, Ash gets turned to stone and Pikachu comes over and tries to wake up Ash. Ash doesn't wake up. Pikachu starts crying. All the Pokemon stop fighting and they all start crying, and the Pokemon's tears bring Ash back to life, or they it cures his stone. So, you know, people were crying because Ash got turned to stone, and I remember I was laughing because I didn't like Ash. And the reason why I didn't like Ash is because I was always like, dude, Ash encounters all these good Pokemon and he never catches a single one, right? Like, if I was in Mewtwo Strikes Back, I'd be trying to catch all of these Pokemon, right? So then the movie Pokemon 2000 came out, and in Pokemon 2000, I remember it released in the summer of 2000. I was gonna be going into high school, and my friends and I went to go watch the movie. And at the movie, they were giving away this promotional Mew card, this ancient Mew card, right? All right, because this card was featured in the movie for Pokemon 2000. If you guys ever saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So clearly, we couldn't read what it does, but they said if you want to know what it does, you have to go to one of the Pokemon events, and then they'll be able to tell you what attack that Mew has or whatever. Clearly, it was done for marketing purposes, and clearly it worked because we went to go to the Pokemon events at the local mall to find out like what Mew did and all that stuff. I don't remember what the ability is at, you know, these days, but yeah, so like I said, clearly it worked. Personally, I actually really enjoyed Pokemon 2000. I enjoyed it for a number of reasons. One was because it had the 3 legendary birds in it, and they were fighting, and it was just, it was a really cool spectacle to see everything. And then the other thing was Team Rocket. Like, I really love Team Rocket's storyline in this movie. I was gonna say in this game. I really like Team Rocket's storyline in this movie, because up to that point, Team Rocket had just been annoying in the anime, which they're still annoying. Even my kids get annoyed by Team Rocket in the anime. It's like, oh, Team Rocket again. But I remember watching the movie, and Team Rocket's actually one of the good guys, and I'm like, whoa, this is really different. I like this. What's going on here? And they actually helped to save the save the day, so to speak, in the movie. And I remember hearing the last line when Team Rocket gets blasted off. They're like, we're blasting off for good. I was like, oh my god, this is really good. I like this. So I really enjoyed this movie. It was different. It was something completely different than the anime. It felt different from everything else. And one of the things I continuously thought of while watching this movie was, why isn't Ash trying to catch any of these Pokemon? It was the first time that we saw Lugia as well in anime form. And I'm sitting there watching the movie. I'm like, Ash, it's Lugia. Throw a Pokeball at it. Try to catch it. No, nothing like that. And I just had a good time, because I went to go see it with my friends, and we were kids. We were kids. This is in 2000. Like, it was just a good time, before like we had any real responsibilities for things, before like any drama between myself and my best friend, who's I haven't spoken to him in years, because we had a falling out big time. Almost got into a fight, not over Pokemon, just in general. We almost got into a fight. That that's not going to get into that. That'll make this video a downer. Anyways, like we were kids. We were happy. It was our biggest concern was getting to the theater and watching the movie on time. And we did, and we had fun. It was a really good time. And then 3rd gen came out. Actually, no, before 3rd gen, you had the 3rd movie. I'm sorry. The 3rd movie, which was the Entei movie. I thought the Entei movie was okay. It was different, right? It was again, like, I felt like every movie was doing something different, and I really enjoyed that. You had Entei and this little girl that missed her dad, and Entei kind of like manifested itself and acted as if Entei was her dad. And the whole movie was one of those movies that was very heartwarming. It was very it kind of like, as a kid, doesn't really hit you, but as you grow older, as an adult, it kind of hits you a little bit more. Like, if you're an adult and you go watch that movie again, you'll understand what I'm talking about. That movie kind of hits you in a different way than it did when you were a kid, because you actually don't fully understand or fully comprehend the themes that are going in that movie. When in actuality, that movie it's a very mature movie for a Pokemon movie. A little girl who lost her parents. She lost both of her parents, and it's a very dark toned, thematically dark toned movie. And again, as a kid, you don't really process those things, because I remember when I saw the movie, it didn't really process that way. But as an adult, watching it with my kids, I noticed those things. I noticed the kind of darker tones that they put into it, and I was like, man, this is a really heavy Pokemon movie. So I appreciated that. And then after that, I think that was the last Pokemon movie that I saw for a very long time, until my kids were born, and they started watching Pokemon, and then I kind of started catching up on the movies, because I still watched the anime. I watched the anime all the way until, I want to say, the end of Advance generation, which was the end of the 3rd generation. So with May, the Battle Tower, I think it was the Battle Tower was towards the end of the Advanced generation. Um, but at that point, I actually stopped playing the games. I didn't play Red and not Red. I didn't play Ruby and Sapphire um, when they first came out. I wasn't interested in them. At that point in my life, I was in high school. Pokemon wasn't the cool thing anymore. Now it was Dragon Ball. Now it was like Naruto and Bleach and One Piece, which I had actually introduced my friends to Naruto and One Piece and Bleach because I'd read the mangas, and they're like, at first they were like, oh no, that's not cool, because everybody was into Dragon Ball at that time. Dragon Ball Z didn't end. We didn't get the final episode in the US for Dragon Ball Z until 2004. And so, like all my friends, they were into Dragon Ball Z, and so was I. But when I found the other anime, I was like, oh man, or the other mangas, I was like, you should read this. This is really good. And then those animes started getting released over here too. At least, they were pirated, but the subtitled versions of them, fan subs, would get released over here. And then they started watching. They're like, oh, you should watch this. It's really cool. I was like, dude, I tried getting you to read the mangas for that same anime that you're telling me to watch right now, that I've already been watching. Like, no, man. Don't try to take credit for something I was introducing you to a while back. But anyways, going back to Pokemon. So during high school, I wasn't really into Pokemon anymore. It wasn't until after high school, let's say college, where I got back into Pokemon. But that's going to have to be a story for another day, because now it's going to start getting really good. And I want to know your experiences with Pokemon. So make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new. Leave a comment with your experiences with Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.